All right, guys, welcome. It is Saturday. It is July 8th, and we are back for yoga in the park. So let's enjoy the time that we have together as a community and just focus on breathing and movement and being out in nature with wonderful people. We're going to start with some relaxation down on our backs. Get nice and comfortable. Let your arms be restful at your sides. Palms are opening to the sky. And I want you to close your eyes and just begin to focus on your breath. Big inhale through the nose, feeling the expansion of our belly, back, and rib cage on the inhale. And then a nice full exhale out through the nose, feeling that same area of the body contract and empty. You just want to think about elongating our breath, inhaling slowly and exhaling slowly. While we're breathing deeply in through the nose, out through the nose. Let's become aware of our face. Feel our eyes relax. Release the tension from our forehead. Releasing the tension from our jaw. Breathing away any tension we're holding in the neck. And then guiding our breath from our shoulders all the way out to our fingertips. Feeling that free flow of air down the length of our arms. Now let's guide our breath and awareness into our legs, and we'll breathe from our hips all the way down to our toes. Again, feeling that breath making its way down the legs. Now we'll shift our awareness and our breath into the spine. Feeling our breath making its way down the spine, weaving itself in between each segment. Just feel like we've created an open, blank slate. Continuing our breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Let's inhale both arms towards the sky. And then exhale, let's reach behind us. Let's stretch out through all of our fingers. Flex your feet, push out through your heels. Let's spread our toes wide and spread our fingers wide. And then feel everything relax. We'll inhale the arms back up, exhale, return them to our sides. And then we're ready to pull that left knee in close to the chest. Give it a nice hug. And while we've got it tight to the body, simply flex and point your foot. And then let the foot relax. And let's extend the leg towards the sky, walking your hands up closer to the ankle. Simply rotate the ankle around slowly. And then let's reverse. And then just let your foot rest and try to bring that leg a little bit closer to your face. And then let it float all the way down to the mat. Once it's made its way all the way down, let's switch legs, pulling the other knee to the chest. Start with that flex and point. And then let the foot relax and let's extend the leg towards the sky. Walk your hands up closer towards your ankle. And then we'll circle the ankle around and around. And then reverse. And then we'll just let that foot rest and try to bring that leg a little closer in. And then slowly let it float all the way back down to the mat. Once back down to the mat with arms at our sides, let's bend the knees, feet on the mat. Turn those toes in slightly, heels out slightly, feet a little bit wider than our hips. Start to slowly peel those hips off the mat, rising into shoulder bridge. You want to feel that lifting happening in the buttocks and the hamstrings and the abdominals. No pressure in the knees, no tension in the neck. And then smoothly float back down one segment at a time. Let's try that again, tightening the belly to peel off the mat, pressing those hips up into our bridge, and slowly melting back down. Try again, tightening the belly, peeling off the mat, lifting and holding that bridge. And then slowly melting back down. Once you've made it all the way down and we can feel our spine resting against the mat, let's bring both knees into the chest at the same time, giving ourselves a nice tight hug. We're going to rock gently side to side, massage either side of our spine. And then just hold in neutral and we'll circle both knees round and round. And then let's reverse. And then we'll keep the knees tucked in nice and close. Tighten the belly as you press through the back of your ribs. And let's gently bring the nose up towards the knees, simply rounding the spine. And come back down. Try again, tightening the belly, pressing through the back of the ribs, rounding up, nose towards our knees. And then release down. Now let's open the knees so one knee is aiming at each shoulder, keep the big toes close together. And we'll do a few rocks in this position, side to side. And then come back to center. And we'll bring the knees back together. Again, we're going to tighten the belly, press through the back of the ribs. But on the exhale, I want you to roll yourself up. And then once you've made it up, easy cross-leg position. So feel their sit bones on the mat. Let the shoulders drop open from the ears. Palms opening to the sky, lifting and opening the heart center. And then we're going to let our chin drop to our chest and breathe into the back of your neck. Let's inhale, lift the head, tip back, opening our throat. Exhale again, chin to chest. Inhale, lift, tip back, open your throat. Again, exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift, tip back, open your throat. And then bring your head back to that neutral place. Let's start to turn our eyes to look over our shoulder. Come back to neutral and let's turn to look over the other shoulder. And then again back to neutral, turning to look over the opposite shoulder once again. And then back to neutral and turning to look the other way. And then we're back to neutral. And we're going to allow that chin to drop to the chest, breathing into the back of the neck. Let's inhale, lift the head, tip back, open your throat once again. And let your chin drop to your chest. Lift the head, tip back, open your throat. And again, let your chin drop to your chest. Lift your head, tip back, open your throat. And then find your way back into that neutral place. From there, let's place hands together at heart center. We'll lace our fingers and press our palms forward. Breathe across the upper back and the back of the shoulders, continuing to lengthen and lift the spine. Let's turn our palms to face us as if we're holding a large ball in front of the body. While we hold the ball, start to tighten that belly button and rotate off to your right. Come back to neutral and rotate to the left. And then we're back to neutral. From there, let's press our palms away from the body and reach up towards the sky. Let the chin fall to the chest. Release the hands and let your fingertips float all the way down. And then let's lift that left arm high. Stretching as high as we can, gazing up at that hand. Side stretch. Sweeping forward, reaching out, lifting back up. And then let that arm float down. Once it's down, we're going to roll the shoulders gently from back to front. And then let's increase to a little bit larger arm circle. And then we're going to stretching both arms high overhead. And again, letting our fingertips float all the way down. Once there, let's extend right arm towards the sky. Stretch as high as you can, gazing up at that right hand. Side stretch, sweep forward, reach out, lift up, and come all the way down. Again, once we're down, roll the shoulders. And then increase into some larger arm circles. And then just stretch high overhead, reaching through the fingertips. Let's place hands together at heart center once again. Lacing our fingers, pressing forward. Now begin to lean forward, keeping the sit bones on the mat. Let the hands drop down, let the head drop down, and just round the shoulders. And then begin to slowly unfold. Returning to that tall seated position. I'm going to take one more inhale as we are. Exhale as we soften, and let's transition onto hands and knees. So once we make it to hands and knees, find your stability with your hips over your knees, the tops of your feet pressing into the mat. Wide spread fingers, hands turned in slightly, pressing through second, third, and fourth knuckles on each hand. So those are foundational hands. Anytime we're bearing weight, that's what we want to do with our hands. Meanwhile, let's sink our navel, lift our tailbone, lift our head, open our heart cow. Exhale, let's round out for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale, round cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, round cat. From there, let's make our way back to that neutral spine and extend through the heel of our right foot. Add the left arm forward, palm opening to the sky, create spinal balance. Let's draw the elbow in towards the knee and re-extend. So we're going to exhale, pull in, inhale, extend. Once more, exhale, pull in, and inhale, extend. Let's come back to all fours. Sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open the heart cow. And then exhale as you round for cat. And then we're back to neutral spine. Switching sides, extend through the heel of your left foot. Add the right arm forward, palm is opening to the sky. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Once more, exhale, and inhale, extend. Let's come back to all fours. Again, sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open the heart cow. Exhale, round out for cat. And then we're back to neutral. From there, big toes touch, knees apart, push back with your tailbone. Let your chest drop through your knees, forehead on the mat. Turn your palms open to the sky. And there's extended child's pose. Let's come back to foundational hands. Tucking our toes, we make our way back up into downward facing dog. So once we're in down dog, check it out. Are your ribs pulling towards your thighs? Are the back of your shoulder blades reaching towards your gluteals? Are your heels pressing down and your head dangle freely? Let's nod the head yes. And then we'll shake it no. And while we're here, just let it hang out. And let's walk our dog a few times. Think about really lifting those heels high and pressing them low. And then let's press both heels down, down, down. Now let's inhale ourselves into a good sturdy plank so our belly button is tight. And then exhale back up into down dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale down dog. Once more, inhale to plank. Let's modify to the knees and the tops of the feet. And then from there, we're lowering. Elbows open, chest down, hips down. Elbows tuck in. Press through the hip bones and the tops of the feet. Remember to lengthen the spine before we lift. And then exhale, opening the elbows, coming back down. Elbows come in, inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Exhale again, lower down. And inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Exhale, let's push all the way back. And bring yourself back into extended child's pose. Tucking the toes, we're moving back into downward facing dog. Inhaling ourselves into plank. Modify if you'd like, or lower in one piece. Exhale, elbows opening, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Tuck the toes, come back up into downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. From here, let's take a giant step forward with that right foot. Placing knee over ankle. Eyes looking out. We're on the ball of that back foot. Nice, strong runner's lunge. Go ahead and sink that left knee down. Press through the top of your foot. And then begin to lift to the sky. And that becomes crescent moon. Exhale, let's fold. Hands return to the mat. Tuck the toes under. Lift the back knee. And let's step back into plank. Again, we're going to press up into down dog. And then step forward with the left foot this time. Establishing our lunge. We want to feel nice and supported and balanced. And then from there, let's go ahead and sink down onto the back knee and the top of the foot. And let's reach high to the sky to form crescent moon. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Tuck the back toes under. Once again, we lift the knee. We'll step back with our left foot. Hold on to your plank. Exhale, lowering. Remember, modify if you'd like. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And this time, push all the way back into extended child's pose. Return to foundational hands. Toes tucked under. We make our way back up into downward facing dog. Let's step forward with the right foot and the left foot. Toes remain closed, heels remain apart. And then from there, we're going to slowly roll up. Nice stretch high to the sky. Exhale, hands to our heart. Inhale to the sky. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, rolling up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale into your heart. Again, inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale as we lengthen and rise. Exhale, we're back up into downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lengthen, rise for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to our heart. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And again, exhale, down dog. Now try extending that right heel towards the sky. That would be our three-legged dog. And then step the right foot through the hands. Left foot forward as well. Toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to our heart. Again, inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink down. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Extend through the heel of the left foot, reaching high for three-legged dog. Left foot stepping forward. Right foot stepping forward. Toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up. Reach high. And then exhale to our heart. From there, let's find that standing mountain pose. Becoming very aware of our stance. So we want to feel each and every toe on the mat. We want to feel that heart center opening, our spine lengthening. Breathe. Let's inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sinking deeper. Feel your ribs press against your thighs. Cradle your elbows in the palms of your hands to form a frame. And then let your head drop within that frame. From there, let's release fingertips to the mat. Giant step back with our right foot. Brings us into our lunge. Once you've got that established, push the right heel down, turn the right toes out slightly. Align your left heel with your right heel, start lifting upper body. Now let your hip bones face forward and your shoulders remain square. Add the arms to the sky, creating warrior one. Let's open the arms as we open our hearts. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, hinge forward, bringing ribs close to the front thigh. And that becomes our airplane warrior. And then see if you can lift to the ball of your back foot. So now you're in airplane lunge. And we'll release our hands to the mat. Giant step back with left foot into plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Sending that right heel towards the sky. We're back into three-legged dog. Step the right foot through the hands. Left foot forward as well. Toes close, heels apart. Let's bend the knees like we're going to sit in a tiny chair. And while we're doing that, pull your knees closer together. Lift your ribs from your thighs. Extend the arms along your ears. And there's chair pose. Let's inhale, rise from our chair. Exhale, hands to our hearts. And then return to standing mountain pose. Inhale again, touch the sky. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Try again to get your ribs onto your thighs. Bend your knees as much as you need to. And then let's take thumb and index fingers and just cradle them in the creases of your elbows. Let your head drop and breathe. Exhale, release hands to the mat. Step back with your left foot. First, we find our good sturdy lunge. Then we push the left heel down. Turn the left toes out. Align the right heel with the back of your left heel and start lifting upper body. Once we're upright, hip bones forward, shoulders square, add the arms. Warrior one. Open your arms as you open your heart. Inhale to neutral spine. Exhale, let's hinge forward. Bring ribs close to that front thigh. There's our airplane warrior. And then see if you can lift to the ball of your left foot and you're in your airplane lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Send the right foot back. There's our good strong plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Stay in your downward facing dog. And let's extend through the heel of your left foot so we've got three-legged dog. Now we'll step the left foot forward. And the right foot forward with toes close, heels apart. Bending our knees. As we're doing that, we're pulling them closer together. Lifting ribs from thighs, adding arms along ears. It's our chair pose. Inhale, rise high, touch the sky. Exhale, hands to our heart. Now let's inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Step back with your right foot into your lunge and proceed to walk around into a wide straddle. So once we've got ourselves facing the wide edge of our mat, toes are either straight ahead or turned in slightly. Hands under shoulders. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. We're going to inhale with a flat back looking out. And then exhale, we're going to try to melt deeper down. Let your forearms sink towards the mat. Let your head drop. From there, let's press down into our palms, pushing the arms straight. And then I want you to take your right toes and turn them out so they're going to face the back end of your mat and bend the right knee. And I want you to align your right heel with the arch of your left foot and then stretch the left arm to the sky into extended angle. Now you can either keep your hand on the mat or if that's too much of a reach, just place your right forearm on your right thigh. From there, let's bring the hand back down. Come back to our straddle, so we're back into that center position. Once there, we're going to inhale, look out. And exhale, melt again. See if you can go just a little bit deeper. Let's press through the palms, pushing the arms straight once again. Inhale, look out with our flat back. And this time, exhale, let's open our arms for straddle airplane. From there, begin to inhale, slowly lifting up our body. And once you feel that you're upright, you can adjust your feet so they're a little wider than your hips with toes and heels out. Palms opening to the sky, 5-pointed star. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward, brush the earth, and then inhale back up. Exhale, fold forward, and inhale lift. Exhale forward, and inhale lift. Try one more sunflower. Exhale, fold forward, and then inhale, reaching high to the sky. From there, let the arms open. We're going to hook them together behind us. Once you've got them hooked together, start to pull down. Open your heart, open your throat. And then as we inhale, let's come back to a neutral spine. Re-extend the arms so we're back into our star. Let's lower the left arm down so it can make a full circle up and around. Same with the right, it lowers down, it makes that full circle. And then both arms lower down, making that full circle. And re-extending through our star. From there, we're ready to return left toes to the front end of our mat. Align our right heel, our left heel with our right arch, and then bend the left knee. So find it warrior two. Knee remains over ankle. And then come back up. And try again. Beautiful. And then back up. And we'll try once more. And feel that stability and power in your warrior two. Lift the right arm alongside your right ear. Stretch the left arm farther forward. Now as we lift the left, we'll lower the right. And we're going to push that left palm to the sky. There's our reverse warrior. And then start to pull that leg straighter and straighter. And there's our reverse triangle. And then we'll bring ourselves back into our start position. From there, we're ready to move into our triangle. Start to pull the right hip right and start stretching that left arm as far away from the right hip as it will go. Once we can't go any farther, simply lower that left hand and extend the right. So we want to be pressing the right shoulder open, pressing that right hip a little bit forward. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, let's go ahead and start bending the left knee. And then we're going to revolve the upper body so we can return to our lunge. Once there, let's press down through that right hand and then inhale left arm to the sky. Exhale, let's revolve, and there's our twisting lunge. And we'll exhale left hand down. Let's step our left foot back, find that good strong plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale again, down dog. Extend through the heel of the right foot, reaching towards the sky for three-legged dog. And then step that right foot between the hands, bringing us back into runner's lunge. From runner's lunge, let's push the left heel down, toes turned out slightly. We start straightening the right leg, lifting up those right toes, inhaling to look out, and then exhale to melt down. And once you feel that your upper body is really close to that front thigh, see if you can press your toes back into the mat and take it just a little bit deeper. Got one more inhale. On the exhale, slightly bend the right knee as you begin to push your weight forward onto that right foot. Extend the left leg behind you, hip level. Hands form a tripod with your right foot, and there's tripod balance. If you'd like, you can align your right thumb with your right pinky toe. Roll the left hip open, add that left arm higher to the sky. And there's our half moon balance. Exhale the left hand down if it's lifted. We'll step the left foot in closer. Toes close, heels apart. Once again, let's bend our knees like we're about to sit down in a tiny chair. And we're pulling the knees closer and closer together. But this time we're just going to press our hands together at our heart. And on the inhale, let's rotate towards our left. Tuck our right elbow to the outside of our left thigh. And keep rolling that shoulder open. We'll exhale, release, come back to neutral. Fingers touch down, start to straighten the legs. And then let's inhale and roll up. Reach high and touch the sky. Exhale to our heart. Again, we inhale. We exhale and fold. Inhale to look out, and exhale, sinking deeper down. Let's step back with our left foot into our lunge, and then walk ourselves around into our straddle. Hands directly under shoulders, toes either straight ahead or turned in slightly. Let's inhale to look out, and exhale, melt down. Let's press down into the palms, pushing the arms straighter. And then we're going to turn those left toes towards the back end of our mat. Think about aligning your left heel with your right heel as you bend that left knee. We'll keep the left hand down and stretch the right arm high for extended angle pose. Or you could rest your forearm on your thigh. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, we're bringing the hand back down and we're coming back into our straddle. Inhale with our flat back looking out. Exhale, arms go wide. There's our airplane straddle. And then we can inhale and slowly rise to standing. Moving into five-pointed star, toes in, heels out, arms out, reaching, palms facing up. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, brush the earth, and then inhale back up. Exhale, folding. Inhale, rising. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Once more, exhale, fold. And inhale, rise. Let the arms reopen into our five-pointed star. Lower the left arm down. It's going to make a full circle up and around. Same thing with the right arm. And let's do both arms. And then just feel that 5-pointed star expanding and opening even wider. From there, we'll turn our right toes to the front end of our mat. Or align our right heel with our left arch. And then when you're ready, bend the right knee. Warrior two it is. And let's pull back up. And let's try again. Each time, seeing if we can go just a bit deeper. And we'll pull back up. One more time. And we're just gonna take some breaths in this pose, noticing our balance and our power. And then let's lift the left arm alongside our left ear. Stretch that right arm a little farther forward, lift the right, lower the left. Turn your palm to the sky, reverse warrior. Now start to pull that right leg straighter and straighter without locking. And there's that reverse triangle. And then let's bring our arms back to shoulder level. So there's our start position. Now we're ready to begin pulling that left hip left, stretching that right arm far, far away from the left hip. Once we've got that maximum length, go ahead and lower the right and lift the left. Feel like you're being drawn towards the sky. Got one more inhale. On the exhale, start to revolve the upper body. Rebend the right knee. Return to the ball of your left foot, so we're back in our lunge. Now we're ready to press down through that left hand. Inhale, right arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at the waist, and there's our twisting lunge. Let's exhale the hand back down. Step back with your right foot into your plank. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, lengthening and rising into cobra. Exhale, pressing back into downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale again, down dog. Send the left heel towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Let's send the left foot forward, returning us to our lunge. And then once there, pushing the right heel down, turning the right toes out slightly. Align your heels, start to straighten the left leg and lift up those left toes. And then inhale, look out. Exhale, see if you can melt all the way down into that front thigh. And then see if you can sink your toes all the way back down. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, start to bend the left knee, and you're going to push your weight forward onto the left foot, pushing the left leg straight. Let's extend the right leg behind us, and that brings us into our tripod balance. We can stay like that, or we could align our left thumb with our left pinky toe, rolling the right hip open, adding that right arm to the sky, half moon balance. Let's exhale the hand down if it's lifted. We'll step the right foot back in with our toes close and our heels apart. We're going to bend those knees because we're heading down into that tiny chair. Lifting ribs from thighs, pulling knees closer together. Hands come together at your heart. Now let's inhale and rotate towards the right and tuck that left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. As we exhale, let's untwist. Fingertips return to the mat. Start to pull the legs straighter. And then let's inhale and roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. And exhale to our heart. Let's inhale again. Exhale, opening just the arms, hooking them together behind us. Start by pulling down with the hands, lifting and opening the heart, opening the throat. And then we're going to inhale, lift. And this time as we exhale, we'll begin to fold forward. Feel like you're trying to press your ribs against your thighs. Drop your head. Let the arms lift higher. And then we'll exhale, release our fingers to the mat. And let's inhale, roll back up. Reaching high to the sky. And then exhale, hands to our heart. So now we're ready to become trees. We want to find a focal point for our eyes. Begin to shift your weight into your right foot. And then from there, let's place left heel against right ankle bone. When ready, see if you can lift that foot. And then if you wish, you can grow the branches of your tree. And they can be any kind of branches that you'd like. And then as we exhale, begin to lower your branches. Let's bring the foot back down, but I want you to cross that foot in front of the other. And just open your heart, open your throat, your fingertips reach towards the earth. And inhale the arms high. Exhale as they open, let's begin to fold, and you can place your hands on your thighs if you feel more secure to help bring you all the way down. And then from there, let's uncross the ankles. And we'll roll all the way up. Reaching high to touch the sky. Exhale, hands return to our hearts. So now we're ready to become trees on the other foot. Focal point, belly button pulled in nice and tight. Shifting weight into our left foot and then placing right heel at left ankle bone. And when you feel ready, you can lift that foot. And perhaps grow the branches of your tree. And we can slowly lower our branches. Let's return the foot to the mat and then cross that ankle atop the other ankle. Again, we're really reaching down with our fingertips, opening our heart, opening our throat. And then inhale to the sky. Exhale, opening the arms, begin to fold forward, melting all the way down. And then let's uncross the ankles. And we'll step back with our right foot and then our left foot. And that brings us into our plank. Let's make sure we've got right shoulder over right wrist so we can turn to the side. For side plank, modify to the side of your knee if you'd like. And then let's all step the left foot out in front, so it's kind of like you've threaded that right leg underneath. And then from there, we're gonna ease the right hip down. You can bend that right knee. And once you've got your hip down, let's keep that left foot where it is and try to bring that right heel in closer to your body. So you're just seated with that one leg crossed over the other. And we're gonna walk the right hand a little farther back behind us. Press down into your palm, and then see if you can get your left upper arm to press against that inner thigh. As we sit a little taller, we want to turn our eyes to look over that right shoulder. And then let's inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, let it come down. Let's uncross the leg and then just stretch the left leg out straight and place the bottom of your right foot against your left inner thigh. Now start to reach your left hand towards your left ankle. Send the right arm high and then go right into a side stretch. And let's come all the way up. Rotate your torso so now you're facing the straight leg. Hands go on either side. Start to inch those hands forward, pulling that rib cage closer and closer to that thigh. And then move the upper body so now you're centered between the bent knee and the straight leg. And then we move a little bit more to the right so now we're directly over the bent knee. And then from there, we can walk the hands in. And once we've made it upright, let's bend the left knee. We'll come around onto all fours. Let's sink our navel, lift our tailbone, lift our head, open our heart, cow. Exhale, round and scoop in for your cat. And then we're back to our neutral spine. Tucking our toes under, let's make our way up into down dog. And then inhale, come forward into plank. From there, let's keep left shoulder over left wrist and we'll open into side plank modification, side of the knee on the mat. And then let's step that right foot forward. And then we're going to start to lower that left hip. So you can bend the left knee, guide your hip down to the mat once it's down. We're going to keep the right leg crossed over. Think about pulling your left heel closer to your butt. And then let's walk that left hand a little farther behind us and bring that upper right arm to the inside of the thigh. Inhale a little taller. And exhale, let's turn and look over our left shoulder. And then from there, let's inhale that right arm to the sky. Exhale, let the arm float down. We're going to stretch the right leg out straight, and we're going to keep the bottom of our left foot close to our right inner thigh. Let that right hand start to reach towards your ankle and side stretch over. And lift back up. Let's rotate at the waist so our hands go on either side of the right leg. And let's hinge forward. And then we're going to move to the left a little bit so we're centered between bent knee and straight leg. And then a little bit more to the left so now we're directly over the bent leg. And then from there, let's bring ourselves upright and let's stretch out the left leg also. I'm going to push out through those heels, let your hands rest between your legs, and then see if you can pull your belly button towards the mat. Forget about getting your head down. If you can get your belly button down, the rest of you is going to follow. Breathing into inner thighs and outer hips. And then from there, let's lift the upper body. And once we're upright, you can bring the right leg to meet the left leg, and that way we'll end up back to the front edge of our mat. Hands on either side of our hips. Let's press down into our palms. Feel like you're trying to push yourself off the mat. And relax a little bit. Walk your hands a little farther back so now your fingertips are pointing right at that buttocks. First, we want to open the heart, open the throat. And we want to keep the head and the neck aligned with our spine. Begin to press the bottoms of your feet down. As you're doing that, your hips are going to rise. And that brings us into reverse plank. And then from there, let's ease the hips back down. We'll start to walk those hands forward, push back through the tailbone, melt down. And then we'll roll back up. Now let's take our right ankle and place it on our left thigh. So when we look down at our legs, we see an upside down number 4. Gently press on that right inner thigh with your right hand. And then from there, we're going to take our hands to the mat. And I want you to bend your elbows and come down onto your forearms. And then bend that left knee so your foot's on the mat. Your right ankle's still on your left thigh. But then we're going to lift that left foot and try to pull both legs in closer to the body. Let's set the left foot back down. Push the left leg out straight. And then we'll bring ourselves back to an upright position. Let's uncross and try with the other leg. So now we've got our right ankle on our left ankle on our right thigh. We're going to press on that inner thigh until we feel some opening in that hip. Just breathe into the tightness. And then from there, let's release a little bit. Bring your hands to the mat. Start to bend the elbows so we come back again onto our forearms. And then bend the right knee this time. Lift up the right foot. Pulling both legs in closer, still opening that left knee. And then let's set the right foot down. Start to push the right leg out straight. And then we'll bring ourselves upright once again. And then once we're up, let's bring soles of feet together. Let your feet rest in your hands. And then try inching your heels a little closer to your body, all the while widening the knees and opening the spine. Breathing into our butterfly. And then on the next exhale, we can soften a little bit and start to bring the knees closer together. Once there, let's use second and third fingers to hook around our big toes. Feel your belly button pulling nice and tight. And when you feel ready, find your balance on your tailbone, ensuring that we're not letting the back round. And then we're going to try to extend one leg at a time. And do not worry if you can't get your legs all the way straight. Focus on really using the abdominals to hold your balance. And then see if you can let go of your toes. Bring your legs a little closer together. And then we'll start to slowly open. And once you make it all the way down, stretch your body. Reach out through your heels, reach out through your fingertips. And then feel your body go soft. Let's bring the right knee to the chest. Use your hands to hug it in nice and close. Flex and point your foot. Relax the foot and then extend the legs straight to the sky. Walk your hands up close to your ankle. Circle that foot around. And then reverse. And then just let your foot rest as you try to bring that leg a little closer. Let's take our right hand to the inside of our right ankle or calf. Put your left hand on your left thigh and then start to open that right leg. Take it out as far as it will go without lifting your left hip. And then try opening that left arm and looking left. And then start to bring that right leg back up. Let's rebend the knee. Place the foot on the mat. Open your arms wide to the side. Shift your hips a tiny bit to the right as you tuck the right toe behind the left knee. And then use that left hand to guide the right knee towards the mat. And now we're looking over that right shoulder. And let's bring the knee back to neutral. Stretch that leg out straight. And now the left knee comes to the chest. Starting with our pointing and flexing. And then from there, rest your foot and extend the leg straight to the sky. Hands walk up as close to your ankle as you can, and let's circle the ankle. And then let's reverse. Let your foot rest. Use your left hand on the inside of that left ankle or calf. Put your right hand on the top of your right thigh and start to open the left leg. Again, we're working to take it out as far as we can without lifting that right hip. And then open the right arm and look right. And let's bring the leg back up. One sits up, using both hands to pull it in just a little bit closer. And then release and bend your knees, set your foot on the mat. Open the arms wide. We'll shift our hips a little bit to the left and then tuck the left toe behind your right knee. And use that right hand to guide the left knee down towards the mat as we look over that left shoulder. And then let's bring the knee back to neutral. Set that foot down. Let's rebend the right knee. Toes in, heels out. Feet a little wider than hips, arms at our sides. We're going to bridge back up again. And we're just going to hang out in a nice, sturdy bridge. No weight in the neck. Lots of activation in the abdominals, the buttocks, the hamstrings. Try bringing the right knee in and stretching your leg up straight while you're still in that bridge. Flex the right heel, drag that straight leg all the way down. Once the heel touches down, let's pull it back into place. And then switch, pull the left knee in and stretch it to the sky. Flex the left heel, let's drag it all the way down. Once there, rebend the knee and hold your bridge. And then slowly start to melt down all the way into the mat. And once that we've made it all the way down, take a nice breath while we're here. And let's bring both knees into the chest for our hug. Start with that rock from side to side. And then settle back to neutral and circle the knees around. And then let's reverse. And then just hug the knees in close. And then we can rest the feet down. And when you feel ready, just slide your legs out straight, one leg at a time. Arms at your sides, palms to the sky. I want you to think about tensing the muscles in your arms from your shoulders to your fingertips and stretching just the arms. Now let the arms go soft. Focus on the legs, tightening the muscles from your hips to your heels, stretching those legs long. And then let the legs relax. Pull down on the back side of your navel like you're trying to attach the back side of it to your spine. No holding your breath, just tensing that belly. And then let it go. We've created lots of open space in the body. Visualize your most favorite color. Attach it to your breath and begin to see it moving around the body. Intensifying the color in those areas that remain tense or tight, or areas of issue. Let us set aside all of our anxious thoughts, making a choice to live today with courage, with an open heart, a grateful heart, and a hopeful heart. Being the change that we want to see in the world. Know that my soul honors your soul. I honor that place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you, because it is also within me. In sharing these things, we are united, we are the same,